Hibernation pods recycling beginning now.
Welcome back to consciousness. As your eyesight clears, please direct your attention to the control panel on the rear of the passenger seat in front of you. The system map shows what we've covered so far. The system Eranin, with Azeban City and the planet Azeban, with the following planets Eranin 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We traveled to the outer planets, but we will now return and perform a flyby of the main star before hyperjumping to Asellus Primus, a twin star system. We will do a flyby of each star and each planet, and then conclude our trip at this planet, Asellus 3, with the Saturn-like rings and the space station, Beagle Landing 2. We hope to see you join us for future expeditions to the Dahan system, with the famous Dahan Gateway Station, and a very interesting volcanic planet close to the main star. Perhaps the most famous tour of all is the Ibudis system, a triple star system. This is the location of the Chango terraformed water world with the Chango Dock Coriolis space station and 1,000 free credits for your gambling purposes included. And last but not least, for the most adventurous of you, for a small additional fee, the Covert Ops flight team will escort you to the dangerous LP-98-132 system with metal-rich planets and plenty of gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, our telepathic stewardesses are preparing your drink quarters in advance of the hyper jump.
Once again, this is your Captain Maxim speaking. We're passing Azeban, the outdoor habitable world, on our way to the Eranin prime star. We will do a slingshot around the star, followed by a hyperjump to the Acelas prime system. All passenger seat display systems are now patched into the forward view. Just to the right side of the radar system, ladies and gentlemen, you'll find our speed is increasing past light speed now, exponentially increasing up to 2 times the light speed, and now 3 times the light speed. The gravitational effects of Eranin Prime are pulling us in. For any of you with heart monitors or other medical issues, the view will be exciting, but it will not be dangerous. Our cabin is inertialess. You will not feel a thing as we spin around the sun.
Drive charging.
Dinner will be served in approximately 13 minutes, which is prior to arrival at Beagle Landing 2.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Even if we pushed our ship to the limits at 2,000 times light speed, we would not arrive at Acelas Prime in this lifetime. We must use hyperspace, otherwise known as a wormhole. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Acelas. The rest of this tour will concentrate on the planetary bodies of Acelas and the twin star, Acelas Prime B, a red star, coming up next. The white light of Acelas Prime A is completely drowning out the red star in the background, so we will continue to circle around, and there she begins to appear.
This is Beagle 2 Security Force. Please provide your credentials.
Beagle 2 Security Force, this is Covert Ops, Flight 4.2.
Thank you, Covert Ops 4.2. You may proceed.
We're now performing a high-speed flyby of Acelas 1, a metal-rich planet. On a slower flyby this time, we'll give you a chance to check out the surface of the planet. If you look closely, you might even see the glint of sunlight off of mining stations. And for you romantic honeymooners on vacation, you will now see a red star sunset. Now we'll shift time forward just slightly, and as promised, we'll give you one of the most spectacular sights, an eclipse at high speed in outer space. Asellus 2, for you business-minded folk, is also a metal-rich planet favoring certain gemstones where many a millionaire has been made. Computer, power down all unnecessary systems. Prepare for Protocol B. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an unplanned event. Please remain calm until we get this sorted out.
Systems cooling. And I am tracking unidentified ships.
I've got a visual on 2 Eagle-class ships. Let's hope they're friendly.
They used a Class 1 mass locking device to pull us out of frame shift.
Well, with technology like that, they've got to be military. Let's see what they've got to say.
Detecting hostile scan.
Security service. You are clean. Proceed, pilot.
Now that we've passed our inspection, we'll be on our way. Be prepared to be amazed and astounded, because what you're seeing now are 3 uncharted moons circling around Asellus 3. That's right, you can examine your tour guides more closely, but you will not see these moons called Asellus 3, A, B, and C. Asellus 3C happens to rotate the main planet on a highly elliptical orbit, high above the rings. Now passing Asellus 3C, and back down to Asellus 3A, where we'll find Beagle 2 landing, the space station. In order to increase profits and maximize trade at the Beagle 2 landing, the Asellus A moon, 3A moon, is being partially terraformed. As you can see here, the beginning of oceans and lakes, vegetation across the landscape. Now that we've made a slight time jump toward the planetary rings, we're beginning to receive a proximity alert. Nothing to fear, because we plan on taking you down into the rings for a close-up look at the icy rocks and minerals.
Mommy, are we there yet? I have to go.
Our visit in the asteroid belt will be limited, not because it's dangerous or the density of micrometeorites and other challenging obstacles, but yes, this tour is on a time limit. You can pay extra for an advanced exposition if you wish in the future. Heading away from the asteroid belt at high speed and looking over our shoulder, we will now see the asteroids fade into the distance and become nothing but specks of dust once again. As an added bonus, you will now get to see a sunrise over the rings of Acelas 3.
3, 2, 1.
A dual sunrise. A spectacular sight reserved just for our best patrons. A small time shift is coming up so that we can now arrive at Asellus 4, an ice mantle planet. Small, white, and very cold. According to the tour guide brochure, it is a slush world. As we approach closer, you will begin to see even glaciers and craggy ice mountains covering the surface of the planet. We're about to see the other side of Asellus 4 as we swing around and head out on our way to the very distant red star known as Asellus Prime B. From this point forward, we're going to have to rely on several time shifts in order to get you across the solar system to the red star. One last quick look at the curvature of the planet reveals the thin atmosphere with the sunlight glinting off the blue gases. Once again, you'll notice that our light speed is up over 10.8 C. Time shifting. We've gotten closer to the gravity well effects of the star. It's slowed us down. We're now only at 1.8 C and decreasing. As we flip around the red star, a close-up look will tell you everything you need to know. It's hot as hell and very far away. We're now going to conclude this flight with a quick time shift back to Beagle landing station.
Shields online.
Beagle 2 landing is the center of activity in Asellus system. All of the mineral mining magnates meet here on a regular basis to hobnob with all the elites from all other systems. We hope you've enjoyed your flight. We'd like to see you come back again for the next guided tour of the galaxy. Stay tuned for future versions, and good night.
Covert Ops Flight, we have you in a holding pattern for 2 minutes until your landing bay is prepared.
Thank you for that, Beagle 2. We're happy to be here. We've got a large group of people waiting to come down to the station.
Request granted.
Ladies and gentlemen, before you depart today, I'd like to remind you that Covert Ops Flight has been very happy to have you on board, and this pilot has an extremely high safety rating, if you don't count collisions on entry to the space station. And have a great weekend.